Harlequin Historical and HarperAudio present The Duke's Sister and I by Emma Claire Sunday. Performed by Beatrix Ayliff. Author note: Here in the United States, The Duke's Sister and I comes just in time for LGBTQ+ History Month. October returns each year to remind us that women have always found ways to love women, men have always found ways to love men, and people have always found ways to exist outside the gender binary. The language and identity labels change with each new generation, but this simple truth endures. We have always existed, and we always will. So much of the historical information we have on Regency London's underground queer culture comes, tragically, from police reports and court transcripts. It can be hard to see the romance in stories told through the lens of criminalisation. It can be harder still to find the happily ever afters of the people who were never caught. But if history has preserved more sadness than joy, it is fiction's job to find the joy there is and elaborate, expand, imagine. Loretta and Charlotte may be characters made from my own heart, but their love story did not begin with them. Their love story is timeless. It is transcendent. It is true. And now, their love story is yours to savour. In solidarity, Emma Claire Sunday. P.S. Follow me on Spotify to hear the music I listen to while writing The Duke's Sister and I. spoti.fi/42 capital Z lowercase x capital V lowercase x capital T. To all the women left out of history books, the painters, the poets, the scientists, the lovers whose names we should have remembered. To Cammy, to Sophia, to Patrick, and to Henry, the best cat. Chapter 1. March 1824. London. There was no arguing the fact that Miss Loretta Linfield and the Duke of Colchester could have an agreeable marriage, yet some deep and inscrutable part of her seemed to argue all the same. As she gazed at him from her hiding spot behind a row of potted plants, Loretta was dismayed to find nothing immediately wrong with the tall, handsome Duke who stood in the conservatory, deep in discussion with her father. Broad shoulders, kind face, full head of hair, he was the very portrait of a desirable bachelor. Loretta, of course, had to remind herself of the qualities she was supposed to look for in a gentleman, the same way she had to recite her French lessons, over and over again. Never mind that when it came to courtship, most ladies of the London season seemed native-born speakers. Loretta had read enough scandal sheets, romantic poetry, and Jane Austen novels to navigate the language of love with near-perfect fluency. A decrescendo from the string quartet afforded Loretta a moment to hear her father exclaim, "You absolutely must meet my daughter tonight. She is a lovely specimen." Loretta felt her throat tighten and her jaw clench. She loathed being discussed as though she were a scientific object, an impressive microbe beneath a microscope. She wanted a husband, or she wanted to want a husband, but anyone chosen by her ambitious father would most certainly be selected for his wealth and title above all else. Arthur Stirlington, Duke of Colchester, Britain's oldest city, would be no exception. She slowly reached into the greenery and prized apart the purple wisteria petals, straining her neck to get a better view, her knees increasingly sore from kneeling on the stone floor. A brazen, unfamiliar voice startled
Sample complete. Ready to continue?